Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Gotenks Week 92 account update. And I recorded for 8 or 9 minutes for this video and then realized my mic was off, so I'm doing it again. Hopefully I don't miss anything key, but thankfully I caught it in time. I don't know why it happens. My mic is lit up and still isn't working sometimes. But anyway, this is week 92. I'm at 5.538 million GP. As you see, I have Mace in fleet right now, but I am still climbing mainly with Executor. It's just those few off Executor fleets that I can't beat because they have too fast of a Razor Crest. And someone pointed out I've used the same comp with Leia basically since I unlocked her, and that is true. I just think that's the best one I have. I don't have Admiress and Jin. Even so, they're not as good on defense, really. And, you know, Han and Chewie is great, but I have a low Relic Chewie. And this Datacron is awesome. I'll talk about my Datacrons more in depth in a second, but I think this is the one I'm going to be using with Leia on defense, just because of the crazy stats. 80% offense, 70% health, 50% crit avoidance, 50% armor pen. Yes, like the Wampa and Rolo Crons have elements of that. Rolo is probably just better. Honestly, if you level it up all the way, I have not. You'd have 120% armor pen, but that doesn't really help Drogon, so maybe that's not a super match. But you get 100% defense, 100% health, 100% crit points. But I didn't level this one up because it's too expensive for this account. And Wampa, you have 100% offense, 100% crit damage, 150% armor pen, but no defensive viability, no health, and plus, I actually need this with Wampa. Like in Kyber 1, I sometimes use this with like Bane or random team, but I need it for Wampa in this one. I'll talk about Datacrons in a second. Farming progress. The past week was... I barely got to this because I'm out of bronzing, basically. It was Relic 7 City. I just finally finished 7 starting my Great Mothers and Morgan around the same time. I waited till the end of the month because they were in the login rewards and the web store packs, so I was hoping I'd get them as close as possible, and I did. They were pretty close, and then I 7-starred them both within a day or two of each other, then got them to Relic 7. If I didn't do it last week, I did it now. It's lapped on this Zeta for Great Mother's Basic, so my Great Mothers are good to go. And Admiral Thrawn, I've barely Relic 7'd. He doesn't have a Zeta or anything, and his mods are kind of lackluster. I mean, it's okay. He's got 100 speed. I guess it's all right. I don't really use him that much, but he is more durable than he was. Way more so. Oh, and also his ship went up probably close to like 10 speed. So, or maybe 13 or something. Yeah, that's not bad. But yeah, Thrawn, I was a little surprised to get him to gear 13. And then when I got him there, I barely had enough materials. So carbonite circuit boards I'm pretty good on. I bought some more of the packs when they came around. First pull, got 300. Excellent. Second pull, got 100. So I was like, all right, I'll split the difference and keep it there. But bronziums, I'm getting pretty low on. I have 50 just from Parade Patrol, but I got all the way down to 0. This top row of pieces, I usually keep them at, I scrap them down to 50, so I know I'm safe whenever I need to gear up new characters. But I went a little bit below to try and finish Thrawn, and then these are pretty low, and then these I try to keep above like 300 or 400 because you ended up needing them in like packs of 20, and you can need over 100 for some characters, so didn't want to dip too deep into those, so I need to build up my bronzium collection again. Chromium's totally fine. Aurora meat sinks, I just need to find some of these once in a while, and they're not bad. I'm not worried about those. Electriums, my hoard's starting to shrink. This is mainly what I use my tier 3 raid currency on. The middles I have enough for like 4, I guess. Impulse sectors, I'm not really looking to Relic 8 or Relic 9 anytime soon. In the world of Relic Delta, Starkiller will have to carry me, you know, Leia, Luke will be fine, Vader will actually be fine. Is he required to be Relic 7 for something? I'm kidding. Oh no, yeah, is that Executor? Yeah. Okay, yeah. I was like, I wouldn't have just done that, would I? Anyway, Merrick got to gear 12. I was a little surprised. I think to get to either gear 10 or gear 9 or something, he needed 2 sets of Kyrotech, and I gave them to him because I was just thinking, sometimes there's an Inquisitor like challenge comes around, and this past time I beat the like gear 7 tier with my Inquisitors, but I'd like to have, if another one comes around again, have a at least competent Inquisitor. And maybe for the Inquisitor assault battle, maybe he can carry or like do the tier 2 or something. I don't know. Not like challenge tier 2, just like tier 2. Or who knows. And then Shin will be after that with the Kyrotech. I'm in no rush to Relic him because I don't have Relic materials. Also, he's a little far off from 7 stars. Thankfully, he's in the log encounter, which is sweet. So I'll get like 50 shards or something there. Probably more than that. That's going to be great. And even if I did get them to Relic 7 tomorrow, Balin's event is not back. I actually literally forgot about this. I forgot he wasn't permanent because I didn't expect to be chasing him so soon on this account. But hopefully by the time I Relic 7 my characters, he's very close to coming. Even if I Relic 7 him and it's a few weeks, I need to save up some materials to get him in fighting shape. Probably at least Relic 7 as well. So Relic 7 all over the place. It's going to be kind of necessary with Relic Delta, Speaking of Relic, well, let me look at my farms first. So those two already covered. Sith Troopers up to 4 stars. I am farming IG-12 and Grogu and Paz, which isn't too bad because IG-12 is in fleet. And then Paz only is on 4A, so it only costs 12 energy per run. So it's pretty seamless add to prep for that farm. I'm not going to be gearing them anytime soon. That's literally all I need. I need to farm those 2 characters. As far as shards go, Keller and Beck, I already have at 7 star, and then Mando, I have at gear 13. So it should be a pretty seamless thing. It's just all the Relic 7s are gonna hit me hard with the Electriums in Zimbittles for sure. That's gonna be kind of tough. And then ships. Ones to look at here are these 3 Scimitars up to 51 out of 85. The Bomber 52 out of 65, and TIE Dagger just got to 4 stars. So going pretty well. And next time Executor comes around, hopefully I should be able to 6 star because I need 3 more shipments, and I should be able to afford to buy the 2 refreshes. And that'll be pretty nice. Datacrons I want to talk about for a second. So this new set, there's potential application for this account. It's hard to come by. So there's Ufu, which I think, Star Killer, CLS is an Ufu. I got a couple random Ufus around, not too many. Mainly Star Killer is what I think of. This is not like the best level 6, the ability block. I might just leave it there as like a nice little add-on. But this one I think I'm probably going to use in favor of the turn meter gain. So maybe I even give this to my Jedi because they need a new Datacron. I don't know. I guess I could get a CLS. What's his level 9 again? That'd be cool. It's the like armor shred thing. Yeah, maybe I should try to get armor shred. Maybe can I even do that now? So in Conquest, I'm glazing over things left and right because at Conquest I'm at 462 out of 468. I'm working my way through Sector 5. I'm almost done. Got a lot of the event feats. I mean, pretty much the same progress I had last month. Let's do it for the video. Can we get CLS? We haven't had a TW yet, so I have no reroll materials. Well, CLS, actually, never mind. Let me hold that. I still use Rolo with CLS. What am I talking about? I have no other viable team for that Rolo thing. But maybe I could use a dash. It's 3v3, so maybe I use it with dash on Chewie. And then get a CLS one for him. That'd be true too. But he does work pretty well with Rolo. Or I use Jedi with Rolocron. That might be good too. Yeah. That would be pretty sweet, actually. They're not rebels, but they're all light side, not GLs. Yeah, okay. Let's still roll it. Come on, CLS, CLS. No. Anyway, after we have a TW, I'll try to re-roll it, and then I'll probably re-roll the tenacity and potency. I like the damage and the health and stuff. But this is a great level 3. This is one I'm thinking more for Starkiller with this level 3 bonus. He'll be having those buffs like permanently, and I already have good damage on this one. Over 100% armor pen. 26% crit damage, 19% offense. Offense isn't the best stat on these overall. Like, if you get offense on a level on, like, the first 2, you get, like, 1%. But this is if I'm going to get offense, I'll take this. 19%. So I'm happy with that. If I re-roll this one, I'd probably just re-roll the tenacity. But I've already run out of data cache. I don't have too much didn't have too much to begin with. And then Enoch, for 3v3, I'm going to use Enoch. And then use this Night Sister one for Great Mothers, probably. It's not a phenomenal Great Mothers one. It almost like doesn't even like matter too much, but I'll still have something applicable for Great Mothers. And then in 5v5, Great Mothers will get the pretty boys. So, and then Enoch will be sad on his own. Or maybe I don't know, maybe I throw him with Scout Trooper and TIE Fighter Pilot. I'll probably do that on defense, because why not? Does he have restrictions against like having someone with a leader tag? Yeah, the leader tag. Yeah, that's annoying. So Moff Gideon wouldn't be good with him. Yeah, but, I mean, you could have these two. Something. You could have Death Trooper with like no mods. Maybe I'll mod. Yeah, I could mod him. He's gear 10. I mean, it's not nothing. That was thanks to a Lightspeed token. Where was I now? Oh, yes. I'll talk a little bit about Relic Delta and the implications for this account. In my video talking about Relic Delta generally as a concept, I did touch on this account. I think everyone's kind of counting out this account with Relic Delta, and there's part of that. But you got to think, on defense, the only thing I really had going for me, Leia's carrying, and she is my only Relic 9, so that will still be valuable. R2's Relic 8, Rex and Drogon are Relic 7, and then Kal-Katarn is the one. He might die to an AoE somewhere, but they're not that flimsy, and like the rest of my defense wasn't doing too much, so there's that. And you know, the kind of thought going around, everyone is picturing them only having a whole Relic 5 roster facing people that only have all Relic 9s. That wasn't really my experience too much in Chromium. Erodium, I don't know, maybe. Like, Erodium, it's getting high, like, especially Erodium 1. I'm probably going to get crushed, even without Relic Delta, for a little bit. But I think I can make it work. Starkiller is, I think he's a phenomenal case for a high Relic. I Relic aided him shortly after I unlocked him. I really don't regret it now, because I think there's going to be a premium on AoE damage dealers, and he has multiple ways to do that. This AoE, which is usually his opener, and then on the basic, he's doing an AoE. So I'll like very much more frequently offer the basic over the crate throw. But I mean, I guess I normally face Rey with him. Anyway, he'll still be able to do damage. He's Relic 8, unless I'm running up. Even like if you're 1 or 2 levels apart, it's not that big of a difference as of now. Grandmothers are Relic 7. So what's really going to hurt is my Jedi team. I have Jedi Revan, Mace, and Yoda all sitting at Relic 3, and I've done plenty with them. But that's really going to hurt. Trey is another one that will kind of hurt. Definitely. Traya, Savage, and Nihilus, all Relic 3. Vader I put on that team is Relic 7, so he's the damage dealer, so that's actually really good. Savage will probably be the biggest priority to get up, because he's the one taking the hits. Nihilus is one of those characters that works pretty well. Anyway, you don't care about his damage, and he annihilates, and his... as long as he's not getting hammered right away, he stacks 30% health whenever Trey gets debuffed. So he eventually gets extremely high health. But if he gets hit right under, there could be this little like unexpected interaction where he gets hit by an AoE. It might not normally have damaged him that much, but there's Relic Delta, and he falls below the 90% health, and he gets his cooldown reset. Where's that clause? Yeah, 90%. Their cooldowns are reset, so that's potential value there. But they're definitely going to need some touch-ups. I mean, it's going to be, like, I'm thinking Relic 7 is, like, realistic goals for a lot of things, but I'm going to have to see how things play out. Malik and Darth Revan, yes, they're Relic 3. I'm not really worried about them, because they're probably my next 2 Relic 9s for Leviathan. That's just how it's going to be. But yeah, I might just be, when they actually do drop it, depending on the actual numbers that they settle with, I might be just doing a lot of Relic hygiene for a while. But I don't think I'll just crumble and fall apart. I don't really see that happening. I do think Cal will die very easily. Where is on my start to 13. So I guess if they're not even gear 13, they're just considered Relic 0 for that. But yeah, he'll just get wiped off the face of the earth. But I mean, he takes some hits as it stands now. Even survives Ray's ult now and then. But anyway, just some preliminary planning. I don't have to actually cross that bridge yet. One thing. Okay, can I still find him? Yes. One thing I wanted to talk about, and I don't know if I'll be able to effectively cover this as a big topic on its own, but I wanted to highlight one of the unexpected reasons that I absolutely love the Rogue One ship. So this little ship. So I have mine not developed in any meaningful way at all. But it's really helping me out my fleet climb in ways you wouldn't expect. So let's take this matchup. I am using Endurance. This is my fleet. I don't have a Rogue One in there. But he does in his reinforcements. And it's made this matchup quite easy for my mace. Where it was a huge headache before, it has been fantastic now. And you'll see how it really helps me out with my opponent using Rogue One. Alright, so I'll start as I always do. You know, I sped up Razor Crest. I'm gonna go for Punishing One. Get these buffs up. Take the pain, take the punishment. Give a hit with a basic. Bring in Plo Koon. Try to kill Punishing One before either Houndstooth or Boba Fett comes out. However, Rogue One has such a high reinforcement priority. It's been coming in every time first, and it is garbage to help out against this. Look at that health and protection. I hope this guy doesn't actually watch this video and change that, because I just get free shots at Cad Bane. And that's another thing. It sees the health and protection of Rogue One. This is how bad the ship's AI is. It sees that low health and protection and thinks, oh my gosh, it's hurting, it needs help. And it wastes the heal on that. They got Cad Bane sitting here, ready to die, and he did die. And it healed up a ship that was at full health and protection. And then I killed both of them. So this is just, it became a cakewalk. So I love Rogue One. On my main account, it helps make Executor matches extremely easy, and on this account, same, but for a different reason. Because this is there's not too many people in my fleet chart that I have to use Endurance against anymore. If they have a really strong Mando than I do. And this is one of his players, and he's one of the payouts right before me, so I end up having to go through him to get to rank 1, so it's made it really easy. I've only lost 5s, and that's probably how it's gonna stay. Yeah. So I love Rogue One, and Oh, my main account. I mean, it didn't, like, all it did was make it easy to be Executor. Pretty much everything has an easy counter now. Like, Executor, you crush with Profundity. Leviathan, you can easily beat with a mirror. And Profundity, you beat with a mirror. But the big problem would come if you set all three. Then I'd probably have to use Galactic Republic for one of them. Because I don't usually bring Executor on offense, but maybe I should start doing that on the main account. Anyway, one day I will have my own Leviathan, but it'll be 4 stars, sadly, for a while. Yeah. And this Galactic Challenge probably wasn't worth repeating much. I got through tier 8 with my Phoenix, my Gear 12 Phoenix. Then the other 2 tiers I had to do with Leia or something. But I did want to go through a battle with Leia, since now that the Dark Side Ray Cron is gone and the Hodocron is gone, I can actually start climbing again in Squad Arena, so I'm going to try to do that. I can't fully auto Sprinkler Kylo, but they're pretty easy to beat if I just, you know, just make the right choices. So this 100% more damage, that's kind of brutal if I don't damage them first. So. And he is 541. I think my lane's faster. But I still do the log roll on Drogon. That part's normal. See all the offense like that? That's just so much damage I did already. But normally you go for the basic with Drogon, and I've done this before on this account I've showed. But I'll do it again here. I'm gonna go for Slicker first, but not the basic because that won't crit. Instead, I do the burning and just crush it. 140,000 each hit. This Cron is pretty nice. 80% offense. It's quite nice. And then Lobster's killing himself basically, and she's killing herself, and then I'm not even have to like do anything. Yeah, so. It's going to be so nice to have Supreme Leader Kylo back in the realm of mortals. Still good, but well, I mean, can I get him back for offense? And then this, that's like not really an unbeatable team anymore. First Order Special Forces will be annoying, but it's not as much of a defensive tool. Because you just, as the user, you know you have to kill Supreme Leader Kylo first. So that's a fun one. One more thing. I think I missed an opportunity last week to really just demonstrate the power of Great Mothers, and it might be a bad time to do it now because when I was using Booming, they are like the best team for Booming Voice because Great Mothers takes those 2 bonus turns and then everyone just assists. Ah, dang it, I don't have any. Do it for the video because I'll buy some materials. But Great Mothers are just automatic in Conquest. I have them down to low stamina, 55%, but I still have confidence. They are just so smooth because you get that perfect initiative, which is always amazing. There's no tank here, so usually I mark the tank first. Yeah, I'll put this on Morgan. Okay. But, oh, dang it. This is not proving my point at all. But Grandmothers themselves kind of wipes the floor. And I'm at 55% stamina. So that mostly is bad to use for a tank. But when they're 100% or higher stamina, it is actually kind of a uniquely bad team to fight with it. They just melt. It is a lot of fun. 112,000 at 55% stamina. That's because of a weak spot, of course, but they're just a lot of fun to use. I actually don't have any Datacrons. Down, I can't really do. I could win 10 battles with Diva Blob, but that wouldn't be a big deal. Let's try and get some Datacrons. Hey, I got one. Let's level it up a little bit, see what we get. On this account, I really like to prioritize good level 3 abilities. Oh, that's perfect. For this 1 and 2, Armor Pen's probably the best thing you can get. Good level 3, yes, that's another good one. Armor Pen, oh my gosh. So lucky. And oof, it's gotta be Ufu, so. Start the turn. So, that, like, I mean, Darth Vader, I think of dots. I'd probably re-roll this, actually. That's the good one, so I'll pick that one. This. If it critically hits an enemy, dispel debuffs on themselves, gain 5% turn rate. So, I mean, maybe I do use this with Star Killer, I don't know. Whenever Ufu uses special against the enemy with at least 3 debuffs, reduce their max health. And it doesn't say, it doesn't exclude GLs. When Ufu uses a special, gain 5% max health. I still kind of think hitting fast and heavy with this one is probably good for Star Killer, but I'm definitely happy to have Ufu option. I don't know, maybe this one I get CLS, who knows. Alright, I think that's going to do it for this one. I'm optimistic about the future, even on this account where I'm like small and underdog. I embrace those challenges, so I'm looking forward to working through the problems as they arise. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you next week.